Hi, this is Mike with DezinesbyEM, and thanks for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you a card as part of the Just Cards video hop. Each month a group of designers choose a theme and design cards and projects around that theme. This month's theme was animals. Please make sure you visit the other designers after this video that are part of this hop. Their links will be located in the description box below, along with any of the supplies that I used. Alright, let's get started. So this is the card we'll be making today, and it is a bobblehead panda, and this is a file that I purchased from the Lori Whitlock store, and again I will leave all the links in the description box below. I think it's just really a fun card and gives a lot of whimsy. So the first thing is I have all my pieces cut out. I did cut this out on my Cricut Explore Air. I really like the way it came out. Even those little tiny pieces which are part of the string and the balloon, they cut out perfectly. So I was really happy with that. So as you can see, there's not very many pieces. This will be a quick and simple card. I'm not going to do any inking or shading in this because I wanted to keep this really quick and simple. So the first thing that I am going to do is fold and score my card. There is a score mark there that the machine cut into it. You really probably can't see that on the screen. But I'm going to take my bone folder and just kind of crease that a little bit just to make it a little bit easier, just to make a crisper fold, which keeps my cards closed at least. And then I'm going to take this green pattern paper and I'm going to adhere that to the front of the card. Today I am using my ATG gun. Believe me, when I first started to tape things, I was really afraid because every time I put something on, it was in the wrong spot. And as you know, if you use tape, it is almost impossible to get it off without ripping a bunch of things. But with time, I think I have mastered taping things on. I do still have to stand up to make sure things are centered and level, but as you can see, I actually put that on straight the first time, and I was quite pleased with myself. So now I'm going to switch over to some Scotch quick dry adhesive there, and I'm just using a few dots. You don't need a lot of glue, and I am going to glue the sentiment on to the yellow banner there. Now the sentiment was a print then cut, which the Cricut did as well, and I think it came out rather nicely. If you have a stamp, you could have just cut out the back sentiment there and just left it blank, and you could have stamped it, but it was just as easy to print that out. And now I am moving on to the head. See, we're almost done. This is a really easy project. So fairly simple enough. The white part goes on top of the black part, and again I am using my Scotch quick dry glue. I really like this glue. It works really well. It gives you a little bit of time to reposition things, so if you're like me, and even though I can tape now, you know, you don't always align things up properly, and you do need the extra few seconds to move things around. And so now that I have that on, it is looking good. The next thing I am going to do is to put those little ears on. So the paper I'm using is AC cardstock by American Crafts, and it does have a texture to one side. So I usually make sure that the texture side is up because I don't know, to me it just makes the cards look a little nicer to have the texture on it. So if you saw me flipping some of the pieces over there, that is the reason. So a couple dabs of glue, and I will put the second little inner piece of the ear on. Now we have the ears completed, and next we're just going to put the backing on the face. Now I paused there because I was about ready to put the glue on, but then I remembered that the white piece is a little bit smaller than the top of the head, and the reason is it's pretty much to reinforce the head, but it's also to give the eyes their white. So it doesn't go to the, it's not the same size as the original, and as you can see as I flip it over, the piece is a lot smaller. So you will want to put glue on the bottom piece so that you don't accidentally get glue all over the place. So now the head is done, and now I'm going to glue the body to the base of the card. And again, I will just go ahead and use my Scotch Quick Dry. I paused a bit, was gonna said, maybe I should pop this up, and I realized, no, we're making a wobblehead card that's already popped up. I don't think I need any more dimension on this card. And like I said, I wanted to make this card really simple. And it was so simple that I didn't even have to speed up any parts of this video because it was rather short as it is. So now I am putting his belly on. So a little bit of glue there, and the belly goes to the bottom of his body. Really easy. And now comes his arms. And I'm going to tuck those in just a little bit. The first one tucked in extremely easy. The second one, I think the glue had a little extra second or so to set, so I just pried it up just a tiny bit and slid that second arm under there. And I kind of thought that they would hold as is, but I just lifted the base of the arm, or where the hands would be, and just put a little dab of glue there just to make sure that they didn't come out. I don't think they would have, but the glue is inexpensive. Might as well do it for security reasons, right? Alright, so now let's adhere the balloon and the string. This was a tiny piece. Like I said, I'm really impressed with how well the Cricut cut that out, because it is a really tiny piece. And I will glue that together, and I need to hold it just for a few seconds because it is so tiny. I did not want it to fall off. And I'm going to put it to side just for it to dry just a little bit and work on the sentiment. Again, in my mind, I'm thinking, let's pop this up. No, we already have enough dimension. Let's not pop it up. So glue it is. So put that on the top, and we're getting close. Next, I am going to glue the balloon on. And I kind of want the little swirly part of the string to be in his hand, and then the balloon kind of tilted to the left just a little bit. The face is going to cover a little bit of the balloon, but that's okay. It gives it a nice little peekaboo effect, I think. And now the balloon is adhered, and really the only thing left is to adhere the head on. And so I'm using these little bobble, I don't even remember what they're called. They're little bobble springs. Bought them off Amazon. I'll link them in the description box below. There's a smaller version and a larger version. I purchased the smaller version, which I think were perfect. And the package said they could go on either way. So I put one side onto the head. And then I had a little bit of trouble here pulling off the backing paper. I probably could have used like a I don't know, some scissors or a knife or something. It might have been easier, but I pried it. It finally came loose. And now I just need to adhere that to the body. And again, I'm standing up because I want to make sure I have that on as straight as I can. And push that in, and ta-da! My little card is so cute. I really like how this came out. And again, really quick, really easy. I would definitely recommend you checking out Lori Whitlock's site and looking up the bobblehead cards, because she does have quite a few, and this does fold down, or it compresses to fit in an envelope, and then when you pull it out you get the little springy action. So now I thought I have to do some stamping, so on the inside of the card I put "Let's Celebrate" using some VersaFine black onyx, and for the back I'm using a stamp I bought from Technique Tuesday that says, "Yep, I made it," or "Yep, I made this, don't throw it out." And that completes my card for today. I really like the way this came out. Such a cute card. Well guys, I really appreciate you joining me today. Don't forget, I am part of the Just Cards video hop, so make sure that you check out the other designers in the description box below. And please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Thanks all, and have a great day.